How you doing?
Good.
Please state your name.
Kelsey Joanne Bridinger.
And how'd you go about changing your last name?
Went to the Secretary of State and changed it
Well, why'd you go to the Secretary of State to change your name?
because I got married.
You wanna show off your ring for the camera?
Sure.
Oh, look at that. Very nice, very nice. Alright, well, Kelsey, I have a few questions for you today. Pertaining to the military. What is this, our third video?
Something like that.
What did you do at the airport when I came home, and how did you feel when you saw me?
I was on my phone and I looked up and I saw you right there and I said, Mike. And then I gave the guy next to me my phone because it was on video. And I ran up, jumped up, wrapped my legs around you in the middle of the airport. And I felt like a whole person again.
How hard is it being in a long distance relationship?
Very, 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 very hard.
You want to give some details?
No.
No? How does the military affect your relationship?
It affects it a lot. Mike might tell me one thing one day and the next day it completely changes. Like, I had planned on him coming home for about a week, and then it was 5 days, and then all of a sudden they just came back with 10 days out of nowhere. Like, maybe like a month, 3 weeks before he was supposed to come home.
What are some of the most important things you've learned on how to make distance work?
Communication is key. When you're just on FaceTime or you're on the phone, you can't see body language, or you can't actually see like how the person's feeling or like anything. So the tone of your voice can mean the difference between like an argument or not, I guess.
What are some things you do to pass the time while I'm gone?
Well, I work full time. I go to college. It's summer, so I'm taking one class, but I usually take at least 12 credits. I crochet, play with my dogs, do stuff with my truck, hang out with friends.
What kind of truck do you have?
A Ford F-150, 1996.
Oh yeah? You love this truck?
Yeah.
So, do you have any advice for people, not only just women, but maybe men too, as their wives or girlfriends join the military?
Yes. If you feel like it's the person you love and you want to be with, go for it. It is hard and it's a huge sacrifice, not only of their time, your spouse's time, whoever's in the military, but of your time as well. You've got to make time. Like, for example, on my lunch, I talked to Mike on my lunch. We have a 6-hour time difference, so that's really the only time we actually get to communicate at all. Other sacrifices, emotional letdown when you're told one thing and then another thing happens. The distance is obviously very hard, but if it's the person that you know you want to be with and you love them, then you'll find a way to make it work.
So Kelsey, you just recently had a birthday.
Yep.
How old did you turn?
21.
You did? That's awesome. How did you feel about getting married 2 days after your 21st birthday?
I don't know. Some people might think it's young, but when you've found the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life, like, who cares?
So Kelsey, as you know, I'm stationed in Germany. Are you excited to go to Germany?
Yeah, I really am. I'm excited to travel and see Europe and be a train ride away from all sorts of different things that I never would have the opportunity to see here in Michigan. Plus, I get to do it with the person I love, so that's even better.
So what's the process involved to actually get you to Germany with me?
Something called command sponsorship. We've got to get the housing situation all straightened out, so we make sure we have a place to live before I get there. As far as I know, they pay for my plane ticket, pay for all my stuff to be shipped over there, have movers come into my house to actually help me box up the stuff and take it.
So Kelsey, what plans do you have while you're over in Germany?
Well, first and foremost, I plan on going to college, finishing my degree, which is something that I'm going to be lucky to do through the University of Maryland. After that, well, not after that, but during, me and Mike plan on traveling a lot. We want to go to Paris, Rome, Ireland, England, everywhere over there. Plus, he's got his cousin and his cousin's husband are also stationed over there, so probably do a lot of activities with them and make a bunch of friends.
So you said you want to finish your degree. What degree are you shooting for?
Social work, which is, like Mike says, it's pretty needed in the military, as you can imagine.
So what kind of dates did you do while I was back, or what kinds of activities did we do?
We went to Mackinac City, Mackinac Island. It's right about here is Mackinac City, and Mackinac Island's over here. You have to take a ferry to get there. We hung out with friends a few days for my birthday. We had friends over and to celebrate our engagement, and then we had a couple other friends over the next day. We hung out with family. We had a wedding and little engagement, or not engagement, but wedding party after the wedding. We actually went yesterday and got tattoos. This is mine. Mike's got one that matches.
What are your favorite things about Michael?
I like how he just gets me. Like, sometimes we don't even have to say something out loud. He gets it. I like how determined he is, how much of a hard worker he is, how he loves me, how he'll go out of his way just to make me happy.